Here's a good one here.
When UCF biologist Josh King looks at a field like this one, he sees it a little differently than you and I. He can certainly tell you about the flora and fauna, but his focus is actually down at shovel level. That's because Josh is one of the nation's foremost experts on fire ants. His research has actually earned him the nickname UCF's Fire Ant King.
I've developed an allergy to fire ants over the years because I've been stung so many times.
Oddly, though, Dr. King never saw fire ants.
The common view is that they are a pest.
Until he was an adult.
Serious pest.
There are no fire ants in Maine, where he grew up.
That was mostly dirt.
But he moved to Florida for his PhD and became fascinated, first with fire ant history. They were brought into the U.S. at Mobile, Alabama in the 1930s inside South American ornamental plants.
By the time we get to the 1960s, 1970s, they had spread throughout Florida and then over to Texas. And we are the reason why they're here.
Josh also wants to know what makes fire ants tick, and he's made surprising findings.
We have no one else to blame but ourselves for fire ants.
And not just because we imported them to our country. Dr. King says we continue inviting them into our lives with development.
When we do things like convert forest into pasture or to our yards, we are in fact creating spaces that the fire ants do very well in.
Bare, hot land with little shade is fire ant heaven.
They are most common and most abundant in the places where we live.
Most people who meet Dr. King ask the same question.
The most common reaction is, I have fire ants in my yard, can you please come get rid of them? that is the most common reaction.
The answer is no, he won't, but he will tell you many fire ant baits out there are pretty good. He'll also tell you the secret.
There is a secret.
That is the most effective is very hot water.
Probably need about 10 or 15 gallons of boiling or near boiling water, but it's very effective. It eliminates the colonies immediately.
But make no mistake, they will probably come back because we keep sending them engraved invitations.
We create perfect habitat for fire ants.
Tom Johnson.
And continue to do it.
Fox 35 News.